It's time for another Friday night movie recommendation by yours truly, Mark Monlux. Okay, so my recommendation this week is 1971's Harold and Maude. I'm going to try not to gush about this film. I just loved it. I loved it when I saw it back when it came out, and I still love it today. It was released like I said, in 1979. The director was Hal Ashby. Let's see, couple of things from 1979. Three Dog Night were singing Joy to the World, which was number one on the Billboard Top 100. Archie Bunker was being introduced by America. He was being premiered on television. Going off of the air was the Ed Sullivan Show. At the movie theaters, Patton was winning big at the Oscars. It also became illegal in 1971 to show or do advertising for cigarettes on either TV or radio. And the Eisenhower dollar was minted. It only stuck around for about 7 years, but it was a large $1 coin. And boy, I wish I had one. I used to have one. Anyway, so that was out there. And the first Starbucks opened up on the Pike Place Market in downtown Seattle on that year. Let's see, what else happened in 1971? It was, Sonny and Cher premiered. This was a groovy time, people. And the movie kind of sucked into that groovy time. What I really like about the film was the two actors. You got Bud Cort and Ruth Gordon. Now, Bud played Harold, a young man, kind of glum, kind of obsessed with death. And some of the best parts in the movie are when he stages his fake suicides. They're hilarious. And one of his hobbies is to go to funerals of strangers because, he's just wading through this big pit of existentialism. And at one of these funerals, he meets a 79-year-old woman named Maude. And she is pretty much the polar opposite. She is outgoing, vivacious, full of life. She is color itself. She's unrestricted and uninhibited and doesn't give a fig about. It doesn't take him long to realize she is a colorful force of nature. And this turns into one of the darkest romantic comedies you will ever see. Now, it didn't do that great at the box office, which really it had a terrible advertising. It had a movie poster that was pretty much nothing but text. It wasn't marketed very well. And, the critics weren't very up on it. So it didn't do well in the box office. But, the guy who wrote this had this originally an idea for doing this as a play, and it lent itself to stage production and started being put on in theaters, and people started going to see it as a stage production. And that's how it made its money back. It didn't make it back at the movie theaters. Now, come the 80s, and like many other things, once this film hit the video stores, it found a whole new audience that could enjoy the film, and it really came back. And many consider this one of the top 100 funniest movies of all time. It's certainly on my list as one of the best movies out there. So I really suggest that you go out and watch Harold and Maude. You can see this gem on Canopy, that's spelled with a K, Canopy is a streaming service by your library. All you need is a library card and the zip code, and you can watch movies and shows. So, again, my Friday night recommendation is Harold and Maude. Talk to you later. I think my end sign should be, where's that off button? Ah, there it is.